On the night of September 29th, 125 drones attacked targets in 8 regions of Russia. The Russian Defense Ministry said they traditionally reported that all drones had been shot down and destroyed. However, according to the General Staff of the Ukrainian Armed Forces, as a result of the attack, a large military warehouse in Volgograd region was hit.
Attacked an arsenal for the storage and modernization of missile and artillery weapons of the Russian occupiers near the village of Kotlubань, Volgograd region. According to our information, an echelon of Iranian missiles had arrived at this arsenal on the eve of the strike. From a publication on the Telegram channel of the General Staff of the Ukrainian Armed Forces. There is a shooting range where they shoot off all the modernized and new weapons. Apparently, some of the Iranian missiles were brought there. Satellite images revealed a fire. The armory seems to be intact. But what we are really interested in is not the arsenal, but this train with ammunition. And here is a very important question: whether the launcher was Iranian.
A fire was also recorded in the Krasnodar region, presumably at a military facility. The video was published on social networks by local residents. Experts believe that the Russian Navy airfield in Yeysk could have been hit by drones. From that exact field, Russian army regularly launches drones at Ukraine.
There are at least a few locations in the south that should be targeted: Shauda, Yeysk, Primorsko-Akhtansk. These are the main sites from which Russians launch their drones. Do you remember when there was a hit on the range in Yeysk, and as a result the operators of these drones were also eliminated? And then for a certain period of time they stopped launching drones from that field. Today the enemy has resumed combat operations from there again. Accordingly, the defense forces again have a new target to strike back at.
Such targeted strikes on Russian military facilities affect the logistics of the Russian army, experts say. For example, according to the UK Ministry of Defense, UAV strikes on arsenals in Tikhoretsk and Toropets destroyed at least 30,000 tons of artillery and small arms ammunition in open and bunker storages.
The strikes will almost certainly cause at a minimum short-term disruption to Russian artillery and small arms munition supplies, critical resources in a war of attrition dominated by mass fires. It is highly likely this will force further dispersals in the burden on an already stretched system, from a UK Ministry of Defense publication on social network X.
Experience has shown that Moscow cannot fully cover all strategically important military facilities with air and missile defense systems.
It is a very complex air defense system on the one hand, and on the other hand, we see that we are managing to break through it, including due to the fact that the enemy is bringing air defense systems here to the south, to the temporarily occupied territory of Crimea. This means that they are becoming fewer deep inside the territory of the Russian Federation.
Estonian intelligence forecasts that successful airstrikes on Russian military arsenals could have an impact on the situation on the front as early as October. Estonian Army Lieutenant Colonel Janek Kesselman noted that the intensity of shelling by Russian troops is already decreasing, while the effect of destroying the arsenals is not even yet visible. Reported by Anastasia Tarnavska, Nikita Skoblikov, UATV News.